What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We have Peyton Parrish doing Hoist the Colors. Okay. Now, if you're new to my channel, all right, I'm always looking for great performances of Hoist the Colors. It's like one of the ultimate songs that you can sing if you are a person that has registered or access to the dragon voice, right? I call them dragon slayers because you have to be able to be a dragon slayer in order to sing that low. Okay. Now with Peyton, right, he has that raspiness in there. So I'm very excited to see what he does with this. I almost don't even want to press play because then it will be over. All right. Let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up. Hold on, because you guys are going to get somewhat of a breakdown here. So the beautiful thing about what's going on with this piece, especially the beauty behind Hans Zimmer, is how much emphasis that he puts on the vocals, right? A whole lot of attention is drawn to creating the ultimate atmosphere, because when we think about this song being sang, right, it's for the most part a shanty. It's sung generally without any type of instrument being accompanied, right? It's just people, a whole bunch of singing. So with that being said, vocal layers, right, to go ahead and achieve those different, musical spectrums that are often being used by different like instruments or rhythm section or whatnot. Other ways that you're able to fill this space is, of course, with atmosphere. So the way that he got the rain sounds and everything to kind of really transport us to actually being on the sea, all of that's very, very important in order to sell this song. Okay, he ain't even start singing yet, and I'm already have a word of mouth. Let's go. The king in his band stole the queen from her bed, bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, him by the powers, where we will roam. Towards the colors high, evil thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Oh my goodness. Okay, yo. So another beautiful thing about this Hoist the Colors is the harmonies, right? Because you can't have a whole bunch of people singing really, really low, right? It's going to come off very, very muddy. So one thing to think about is just harmonization, chords and everything. But at the same time, you want to keep this dark. You want to keep it eerie. You don't want to keep it so super melodic, right? So what do, right? And you kind of just, play with the scales. Think about, for the most part, staying in a minor key, right? Because minor can convey like sad, and it can convey like dark, you know what I mean? But because you got a whole lot of like lower registers, right, you got to be very conscious about where you start placing your harmonies at, and especially when it comes to mixing. We can hear right here as he's singing when everything starts coming in, the lead vocal is still there, but the rest of the vocals are kind of hitting us from the side to kind of give us that full sense of space, that very full sense of just eeriness, if you will. Let's listen to it again, shall we? Hit a high note. And look at this. Look at, all we had was vocals right here. Everything else is just atmosphere. The rain, the drums, this dude literally looks, you know what? Damn, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was so busy paying attention to the singing. I didn't even take a look at the lighting, right? See, I feel like it's so easy for us to kind of get caught up in the music that we often forget about the production, right? Do you guys know how hard it is to achieve accurate lighting on a green screen, right? To make it look believable, let alone whoever designed all the rest of this. It's tough work. Listen to the sound effects. And then he brings, I can't even get my words together. What was that? What do you call that guitar? Oh my goodness. And most of the time, whenever I hear this song, right, it isn't accompanied by instruments. Or if it is accompanied by instruments, right, they're pretty much covered in the background. Right. I was just sitting here so impressed with the vocals and everything. I completely forgot that this was Disney Go Rock. So of course we're gonna have some accompanies, but I'm gonna tell you this. Peyton said, bro, this ain't your ordinary Disney Go Rock. Okay, we're gonna put the guitars in there, but it's gonna sound like death. Okay, this is Hoist the Colors. Okay, we're gonna put some respect on Hans Zimmer. Y'all hear that guitar? And and I love how it's kind of mixed in there very well, right? You can still hear his vocals, and I can still hear the texture of that guitar just down there stirring in the depths of the dragon soul. And then the drums are going absolutely. One does not simply play a couple of rows. You destroy the drum. Okay, was that like a double time kick? Nah, see, that's one thing that I haven't seen, or at least I got like 3,000 something reactions uploaded on this channel. I don't think I've seen anything as involved as this with this song, right? I told you guys most of the time when I listen to this, it's been mostly a cappella, right? Most of the scenes are pretty much static. And I think the reason why is because of just the natural short duration of this song. Right? It's either that or, you're singing with a bunch of group of people and it gets more expensive the more you got. But for right here, it's just they're just shooting him, right? He's got a whole entire team instrumentation. Where was it called? Ripjaw, the guys who helped, Ripjaw Media that helped put all that together. But that was absolutely fantastic. Now, when we was looking at the layers of them singing, you heard it's a lot of layers. Like I can't even sit here and think about how many vocal tracks was there. We had the main, I think he had a high part. It was more like a mid, and then we even had the screams that was going in the background. You can't listen to this and tell me you didn't feel like he didn't just bring the inner sailor out of you. Like you ain't about to go rob some ship of their booty. You know what I mean? Run that back for me one more time. And of course, we have the reverb and the song that lets it trail off. But during that end part, since it's the climax of the song, it's almost like the screaming, the higher parts, right? The more energy kind of took precedence, right? To really drive home that feeling. The main vocals kind of died down a little bit, or kind of got mixed down, that's what you want, right? You want people leaving this feeling like they about to go one punch a nuclear bomb. And I think you've achieved that, Peyton. The main vocal is still visible, but there was a part in there where the higher one. Come on now. Come on, Peyton. I've heard so many of these versions, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. I feel like as far as creative, when it goes to the lighting, right, you got the whole wet effect. I don't even know if you're actually getting rained on or or if this is visual effects, but honestly, dude, your lighting is very good. I know how difficult that is. The lighting, the costume design, everything is good. You did a fantastic, oops, sorry. You did a fantastic job on this. I did not mean to make a 2-minute video, 10 minutes, but that's just what happens whenever I like good music. So that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.